crack team of former U.S. Army Special Forces operatives, haunted by a decade-old atrocity, re-emerges as precision bank robbers, targeting the empire of billionaire Jeffrey Harlan. Their mission: expose a conspiracy that destroyed their unit and reclaim justice for the innocent lives it claimed. In broad daylight, four masked men storm a suburban branch of Harlan National Bank. The leader, cold and methodical, shoots the manager point-blank in the chest. Panic erupts. A Bluetooth speaker hits the marble floor. Everyone down. Hands on the floor. Now. The recorded voice freezes the room. Security guards are disarmed in seconds. The vault opens without resistance. In exactly 122 seconds, $3 million vanishes. Before exiting, the robbers plant a motion-activated bomb. The speaker crackles again. Stand up or call police in the next 15 minutes and no one leaves alive. The FBI arrives 25 minutes later. One clue: a single fingerprint on the bomb's casing. It belongs to Sergeant James "Ghost" Callahan, officially Kia in 2011. Flashback: James's Delta unit receives urgent orders to raid a terrorist safehouse. They breach, eliminate all targets, then discover the terrorists are unarmed college students. Among them, Thomas Harlan, Jeffrey's younger brother and heir to the family fortune. Before the team can report the error, a second special forces unit ambushes them. James's men are executed as traitors who kidnapped and killed the hostage for ransom. Only Ranger Callahan, James's brother, survives, arrested for selling military gear. The official story: greed turned heroes into monsters. But the fingerprint says otherwise. James is alive. Days later, another Harlan branch. This time no shots fired. The manager, wired with an earpiece, dismisses staff under the guise of a breakfast run, opens the vault, and hands over classified documents, not cash. The robbers even bandage a wounded guard's arm before leaving. A pattern emerges: surgical efficiency, minimal harm, except for specific targets. In pouring rain, a black SUV intercepts a bank manager en route to work. He's dragged into the street, a unique bullet pressed to his forehead, the same caliber used in the 2011 raid. A knife ends his life. The bullet rolls into the gutter. Another fingerprint: James Callahan. Hale, a by-the-book veteran, clashes with local police chief Brian Mallory, who withholds evidence. The $3 million? Traced to a children's cancer charity. The documents? Leverage, blackmail files on politicians, judges, and Harlan's inner circle. A breakthrough: both murdered managers were former special forces, absent from the 2011 raid. The surviving manager reveals Jeffrey Harlan visits his tiny branch daily to inspect the vault. For a man with 3,000 branches, that's obsession. The robbers hit Harlan Tower. Rappelling through skylights, they lock down the lobby. Chaos erupts when Hale arrives mid-heist. A stray bullet kills a guard. Hale wounds one robber, who later rises, revealing bulletproof armor and flawless training. In the melee, Hale evacuates Jeffrey. The robbers escape with a hard drive. The dead robber? Fingerprints burned off, teeth extracted. Untraceable. An anonymous dossier lands on Hale's desk. Photos of a congressman with his lover, financial records, and a ledger titled, Insurance, 2011. Jeffrey orchestrated everything. Paid a general to falsify the terror raid. Eliminated his brother for inheritance. Framed James's team as traitors. Bribed 3 surviving members, the dead managers plus congressmen, with cushy jobs. The robbers? The other half of James's unit, the ones who carried his body out and faked his death. For years guilt festered. Now they dismantle Jeffrey's empire piece by piece. Hale uncovers the mastermind, FBI agent Wells, a 2011 survivor embedded in the bureau. He's been feeding the robbers intel, planting James's prints, and steering the investigation. Police Chief Brian, desperate to fund his dying wife's treatment, tries to steal the charity money. His partners turn on him. Wells spares him, but only after Brian redeems himself by tipping Hale to the cash stash. Jeffrey flees to a coastal villa. Wells tracks him. Hale follows alone. In a candlelit confrontation, Wells confesses, "We killed kids. On orders. Then watched our brothers die for it." The conspiracy collapses on live TV. James's name is cleared. A bar in the shadows. James, scarred, alive, raises a glass to a TV broadcasting Jeffrey's arrest. "For the ones we couldn't save."